big atrium of the same chapter. Terminal railway station in Rome. At the time, nevertheless, symbols were performed for public facilities too. The atrium of Termini station is one of the most evident examples of those specific civilian use of symbols. The site is a very metropolitan services area, crossed by hurried and inattentive crowd. Eugenio Montuori and Leo Calini, the winners of the competition held in 1947, designed a bold image that was able to perfectly balance the daring structure with the context. The aim was to be able to realize a close, clever relationship with the pre-existing archaeological ruins, at the same time responding to functional needs. An immense cube shell, taking the feature of the Servio Tullius Way wall, goes toward the Greek square and the Domitian term. It defines the large public area that opens in several directions of the city. It is the very modern gate of Rome, with the sign of a courageous train at once surprisingly and naturally revealed. The atrium of Termini station took immediately a nickname, the dinosaur of Rome, just for proving the great popularity of this building. Feature, construction and function are joined in an architectural idea. Second part, the harmony of the woven revolted structure. Chiarino and Sassone had already presented the work of Pierluigi Nervi. And now, what are engineers? Pierluigi Nervi's research started from afar and continued with a line of experimental method that crossed over the historical area to become the scientific pathway for a new building construction. Static requisite, implemented by shape, organic figures branching according to the distribution of forces, organisms that works through isostatics, prefabricated element to be assembled, large vaulted structure that are rich with technical innovation and measured with a historical legacy of Greek importance. Moreover, there is a sense of lightness, the secure unfolding of the space, and a demonstration of beauty reached together with intuition and reason. And above all, it involves the subtraction of materials and contracting the resistant section of the individual elements to the limits of their static possibilities, to the minimum widths, and giving them a mobile mixed-linear value that is organic and highly original creativity through a procedure that plays on successive anamorphosis. There are the themes used by the engineer Nervi, born in Piemonte but active in Rome since the 20s. The hangar of Orbitello, 55, almost defy balance and gravity. They are most likely the fruits of research on slat covering used in Germany and at the beginning of the 30s for wood and metal structures, a tiny woven diamond-shaped patterns. Being able to compare the qualities of reinforced concrete to those materials, wood and steels, which offer high performance and elasticity and great ability to resist tense stress, that the challenge. The curved configuration is sometimes produced from small woven elements. Nervi liked to define reinforced concrete as cast stone. After the war, his works were continuously perfected with patents, experimentation and calculation method using model. his buildings are capable to receive the confluence of several themes: a spatial image conceived intuitively, a prefabrication of separate elements, expressed in sculpted pillars as organic limbs or anamorphic figure, the woven texture and luminosity of walls, the sport infrastructure and the overpass in the Olympic Village in Rome we have seen in 60 are extraordinary steps in this path. The balanced gamble in reinforced concrete cable stayed structures. Excuse me. The research by Riccardo Morandi presents creative itineraries different from the pathway seen up to here. He pushes the reinforced concrete structure to withstand radiating tension, and at the same time he uses forms with large dimension, bridges that cross precipices and wide river, airport services that above all structure for high velocity transit. There are completely new metropolitan and landscape themes that Morandi takes on with really original ideas, perfectly aware of the technical, scientific and mathematical foundations of the construction procedure, as well as the financial implication. These engineers architects use new performances in the structural balance, ably manipulating the concept of pre-stress. While Neve determined the relationship between concrete and steel, Morandi looked into the cable-stayed structures with steel cable covering in cement. A new three-dimensional design gives forms to frames or crooked shapes, introducing a real perceptive vertigo. Diagonal columns seem to sit on the ground in precarious points, and high, thin pillars seem to sink into the abyss, in cracks or in the sea. But, on the contrary, they respond to the new values of structural calculation. The works by Morandi, with breathtaking but carefully designed, a high resistance capacity, details took Italian engineers' research into the world vanguard. The body curve, we say, the Paul Severer viaduct in Genoa. Just a look to the point 4, 5, and 6. I call them the Franciscan works, original key, due both to architects and engineers, Italian. Deserves almost a short speaking. I call them Franciscan works because many churches and public urban services devoted to simple and anonymous crowd were built with this direct method: identify structure and architecture, strictly lacking technology and aesthetic, as the ancient temples of Franciscan monks. Concrete examples include works by Michelucci, Baroni. I'll show you only a church by Giuseppe Nicolosi and a church by Mario Pediconi e Giulio Pediconi in Rome, 62. Five, the heritage of environmental pre-existences. In Milan, Ernest Nathan Rogers advanced in the 50s an original theory. It deals with the character of the building that would be able to translate the culture of the past into a new language, permeated by meanings and technical producers of contemporary architecture. Learning from the generation before the masters, and above all, studying Auguste Perret, the Velasca Tower by Studio BBPR in Milan, 54, 58, and offices and housing building, embodied this problematic revival. The building produces strong visual impact